Hello and welcome back to Visit Fylde Coast. We're in Blackpool and we're on Topping Street, which is right at the heart of Blackpool town centre. And we're going to go and have a look around Aunty Social, which is a small independent Blackpool business and arts organisation. So before we get into the shop, you know what I'm going to say first. Don't forget to make sure that you've given the video a like if you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to support our local high street businesses. Online shopping is wonderful, but it's no substitute for going in a shop and looking at things and talking to people. And don't forget to sign up for your Visit Fylde Coast email newsletter. And we'll go and have a look now. We'll go and see what they've got inside. It's a little Aladdin's cave and a big Blackpool success story. I have to say, it's a very lovely shop. Aunty Social has been here since 2022. And before that, you might remember that they had a small shop on Coronation Street, just at the side entrance of Blackpool Winter Gardens. Make sure I don't push when I need to pull. And this is Catherine, one of the directors of Aunty Social. Hi. And you said you were Helen?
I'm Helen, yes.
Whoa, I did really well then, because normally I forget everybody's names the second that they've introduced themselves to me. And this is your lovely abode. This is your beautiful shop. We'll have a look round some of the products that you've got on display, because you stock materials produced by local artists, don't you?
That's right.
Yeah.
Go on then.
We stock. We have on our books. We have 80 local artists, designers, and makers, which is a huge amount. I think at any given time we've got about 60 kind of on show. And we take a curated approach here.
Yeah.
So we kind of, rather than everyone just having their own kind of like shelving
Yeah.
area, we curate the stock so we can sort of be more sort of seasonal with it and have themes and sort of and be a little bit more creative with the stock. And we also supplement it with dead good wholesale stuff that generally from, again, local independent makers who are at that sort of like that higher sort of business end. And if they meet our values, then they've got a good chance of being represented here. So it means that we have basically a whole eclectic mix of really good products from all across the Fylde coast and the northwest, and we're a great place to be.
Fabulous. And Catherine, you're one of the directors?
Yes, that's right.
Community Interest Company?
Absolutely, yes.
And you were one of the founders as well, weren't you?
Yes.
Yeah,
13 years
thought
ago,
you
can
were.
believe?
Yeah. Goodness, time flies when you're having fun.
Doesn't
You don't
it?
look any different.
Thanks.
Seriously, she didn't recognise me when I walked in because I've gone kind of blonde stroke grey. But you look exactly the same as when I first met you.
Thanks. I sleep in Tupperware.
Oh, is that what it is? Get me some. Get me a big plastic box. So you've got some good news as well.
Yes. So recently we were thrilled to find out that we were selected to be one of Small Biz 100. So that is 100 small businesses to watch that are doing great things across the UK. So we've been featured by Small Business Saturday as essentially an up-and-coming and thriving small business,
Wow.
which is fabulous.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of work, but it's nice to be recognised. And so next week we are heading down to that London, and we're going to the House of Lords to fly the flag for Blackpool and Blackpool's High Street.
Absolutely. And I bet you've got your little notebook as well, and you'll be taking notes about what they're doing.
I'll probably be walking around like gawping at the architecture, but yeah.
But what an
find out more.
opportunity. What an opportunity.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So we're dead proud.
because Small Business Saturday has been going for a long time. According to my notes, it was founded by American Express in 2010. Who knew that?
So so this is our first time there, and I think moving into this space, because you remember our old shop, which was
absolutely.
a little tiny one
Yeah.
down on Coronation Street, coming to this space and having the chance to play around with layouts, to welcome more artists and makers in.
Because it's a fabulous shop. What did this building used to be?
This used to be the card market.
Yeah.
So people remember it
But-
from walking all the way through.
Yeah.
And then before that, it was something called Tiffman's Textiles.
Right.
And even before that, it was a fireplace shop called Naylor's that was knocking around in like the 20s, 30s, 40s.
So is that what it was built as originally?
It's built as a residential property.
Really?
Many, many years ago, yeah.
Well, I didn't know that. I always assumed that with this big, you can't see it from inside, but the big sort of Art Deco facade,
Well,
that it would have been some kind of showroom.
That was added on later when Naylors were here, and we think it's because it looks like a big fireplace.
Of
You'll
course.
notice that the faience tiles on the outside
Yeah.
are Blackpool Council livery colours,
Yeah.
and that's because it was designed by the borough architect at the time,
Yeah.
Francis Derham.
Right.
So it looks very similar to like Stanley Building.
Yeah.
There's a few other
Yeah.
buildings in this area with
Yeah.
this lovely seaside modern
Yeah,
kind of feel.
it does. It looks really
We
lovely.
love it.
Yeah.
We don't love the flat bit at the front. That's annoying.
The flat bit?
Nobody loves a flat roof, do they?
Oh, right, I've not noticed that. I'll have to have a look when I go back out. But, I mean, it's such a big accolade to have been selected for this recognition. I mean, when you think how many hundred small businesses there are just even on the Fylde coast and then multiply that by the entire country, there's lots of competition.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I think it's something to do with having this space and all the work in it has given us the confidence to put ourselves forward for that kind of thing. Because again, if you don't ask, then you don't
don't
always
get.
So for having that bit of confidence in not only our ability but the capability of our artists and makers means that we're sort of, we're chasing these sorts of things because we want Blackpool to be seen, we want our artists to be celebrated. So why not?
Well done. And you don't just run a shop either, do you? Because you do loads of other things and workshops and events and go on.
Many things. So we have a lot of creative workshops and activities. In fact, tonight we have a pottery class going on with Odie's Pottery. We have Nerdvana having a board games group this evening. There's also a community darkroom facility for all those analogue photographers, so you can develop and print photos here. But that's just a small part of
I'm going to say that's the tip of the iceberg, because I see a lot of the events that you put out and think...
Yes, but we also do those with partners too, because this, as a space, it's not just about us. It's about giving people a space to do things themselves, and for other organisations that are small, that are meeting the barriers that we had when we started out.
Yeah.
Like nice space that's central and doesn't feel like, oh no, there's a giant hole in the roof, or pigeons just come in. That's what we were dealing with.
Yeah.
And we want to be able to offer that, good quality, welcoming, but also very sort of gentle space to those groups as well. So our programme is a mixture of our events but
and
also
other people's. What a good idea. What a good idea. Right, I'm going to go and have a look round your lovely shop.
Okay, please
and show
do.
people, because I've just said before I came in that it's shopping online is all well and good and we all do it, but it's no substitute for coming into a shop and talking to lovely people like you two. So in here we've got loads of lovely little things which are handmade and created by different artists all over the Fylde coast. These little donkeys are lovely, aren't they? Cute. So there's artworks, there's pictures and prints, there's t-shirts, there's pottery work. There's more pictures, look. 40 favourite walks of Lancashire. Cards, all originals, all designs that you're not going to find in a high street shop. Ooh, Christmas stickers. I like stickers. Books. Some crystals. That's a nice exhibition case. Nice little space here, look, where you can do events and meet up and whatnot. Vote for progress and freedom. Amen to that. I've got a copy of this book. It's very good, that one. Lots of books, lots of reference books. They're for people to use as opposed to buy. Jewellery, handmade. Lovely handmade jewellery. Ornaments, t-shirts, driftwood items. These are nice, the little robots. Aren't they lovely? Some more I thought these were particularly nice, these goldfish. I thought they were lovely.
Would you like a receipt?
Gifts, etc.
You know where we are, it's no problem.
What a lovely shop. So there you have it. That's Antisocial. You can see on the window down here, look, that they've got the creative workshops, projects and events on their window decal. Lovely shop. It's like Blackpool illuminations in here. Full of interesting stuff and a nice kind of community atmosphere. It's got the Cleveland's vibe. So if you're looking for something different and unique, make sure that you pop to Aunty Social for your Christmas gifts this year. And if you see anything on Facebook about their selection as one of 2024's Small Biz 100 lineup, don't forget to share it and give it a retweet. Because it's quite an achievement that, like I said, if there's hundreds of businesses in the Blackpool area, just imagine how many there are all over the country, and to be picked as one of 200 in the UK, that is an achievement, so well done you. Right, I hope you've enjoyed that little video. Don't forget to give it a like if you have, and we will see you next time. So bye for now.